He said he left. But why does it feel like he didn't? Sit back, relax, and enjoy listening. The silence after RK's last words, "And then I left," hangs like a verdict in the air. Cold, steady, final. No reaction from RK. No flicker of emotion. Just a quiet stare forward, like he's already lived this moment 1,000 times in his head. The girl sits still, but her hands are clasped tight in her lap, knuckles pale from the pressure. Her lawyer glances at her once, then turns his attention back, saying nothing. Not yet. Now, RK's lawyer stands. He doesn't rush, doesn't smile, doesn't even look triumphant. But something shifts in the room the moment he steps forward. It's in his stillness, the way he clasps his hands behind his back, the quiet control in his eyes. He looks at the judge first, then to the jury, and when he speaks, his voice is smooth, but sharp beneath the surface. "Your Honor, members of the jury, you've heard it now," in his own words. He takes a step, measured, grounded, like each word is a stone being carefully placed in front of the other. He came when called. He had dinner. He helped. And he left. A slight pause, then more firm. There was no intimacy, no night spent, no staying till morning, no act beyond kindness. He glances briefly toward the girl, but his eyes don't linger. He didn't cross a line, and he didn't stay. He walks closer to the jury now, lowers his voice, just enough to pull them in. It's easy in stories to blur the edges, to take a moment of help and stretch it into hope, but that doesn't make it true. His tone stays calm, but there's iron beneath it. This man did what any decent person would do. He helped, he protected, and he left. Now his eyes flick to the judge. If we take that and twist it into implication or romance or something darker, then what are we saying to the world? He turns back toward the girl's lawyer, eyes steady, controlled. That men should be punished for decency? That silence equals agreement? That walking someone to their room becomes proof of something unspoken? And then the final blow. His voice razor sharp, but calm. If we call that guilt, then no kindness is safe. The courtroom doesn't move. Even the air feels still. And then, the girl's lawyer stands. Not with fire, not with a dramatic gesture, but with quiet certainty. He walks forward slowly. No rush, no tension in his frame. He doesn't glance at RK's lawyer. Not yet. He stops midway, hands clasped gently, chin slightly raised. His voice steady, conversational, slices through the silence. Your Honor, we agree on something today. A pause, just long enough to matter. Kindness is not a crime. Help is not guilt. But intention, especially when hidden under silence, deserves to be examined. Now he turns gently toward the jury, not pleading, not pressing, just sure. Mr. RK says he left. He says he helped her to her room and walked away. He shrugs slightly, casual, natural. The defense draws a clear line between help and intent. I respect that. We all do. Now a beat. He walks slow, precise, just a step forward. But let me ask you this. His tone shifts, just a degree more focused. If nothing happened, then why didn't he say this sooner? Why did he let the world assume something else? Why wait until now, this courtroom, to explain the night? RK's lawyer shifts slightly, ready to rise. The judge watches him, but before a word is spoken, the girl's lawyer lifts a hand, not demanding, just enough to hold the rhythm of the moment. We are not punishing kindness. We're questioning silence. We're asking what lies in the space between two stories. He lets that settle. Then, for the first time, he glances at RK's lawyer. Just a flicker of expression. Not arrogance, not cruelty, but something colder, sharper. Satisfaction, like watching a play unfold, exactly as he scripted it. Then he turns to the judge. We'd like to proceed, Your Honor, with a witness from the hotel staff. A pause, to help us understand more clearly, when exactly Mr. RK left that night. That line doesn't land like a hammer. It lands like a matchstick. The courtroom doesn't explode, but it catches fire. quiet creeping rising. RK doesn't move. And across the room, in the eyes of those watching, a thought begins to grow. One that can't be ignored now. If RK left, why does it feel like he didn't?